Hey guys, looks like I've got some splaining to do. Haven't done a video in a little while. We're back in Japan now, as you can tell by the title of this video. Left Singapore about 9 days ago. That was really hard because we really enjoyed Singapore. I would say next to Japan, that's been our favorite country on the trip. But we decided to come back here to Japan. We spent 24 days here in Japan back in September and October. And we decided to come back for a couple months to really get a feel of the place because we felt like there just wasn't enough time before, and I don't think there's going to be enough time this time. But anyway, what really sucked is I was going to film the flight for you guys and show you guys us landing and go to Fukuoka and all that, but I had something happen the day we left Singapore. My camera died, my GoPro. I mean, I've had it a little over a year. It is the cheapest model. It's possible I can get it fixed, and I will try to in the future. I just don't have the means to do so right now. Well, I used the opportunity to go ahead and buy another IPod Touch. I really like the IPod Touch we got for Liz a while back, and I was going to get one eventually anyway for myself, but this is going to do the trick. You can do everything an iPhone can do except for the calling, which is cool because I don't care about that. So it's like getting an iPhone without the $500 or $600 price tag. I love it. So I'm going to be filming on this, and you guys will see pictures and video from this, plus pictures that Liz took on hers. We got a friend from the U.S., Sayaka, who we met up with. She was visiting family. Well, when we landed in Kansai Airport, which is actually an airport we haven't been to, it's in Osaka. We stayed one night there, and then the next morning we flew to Fukuoka, and Sayaka and her family were just amazing. I mean, if you've heard about Japanese hospitality, we've experienced some of it before because some of the people we stayed with before and friends we've made, but Sayaka and her family were just absolutely over the top. I'll show you guys some pictures here in a little bit as I'm talking, and you guys can see what's up. The first thing that Sayaka did was she took us to a shrine, a major shrine there in Fukuoka City. The Japanese have this thing where they every New Year's, the first couple weeks after New Year's, people go to a shrine and give a prayer for the year. So Sayaka took us to the major shrine of Fukuoka City for that. I'll show you pictures for that right now. So after going to the shrine, we went back to her place. It was us and her sister's new husband, because Sayaka was visiting actually because her sister was getting married, her uncle, and her parents. And we went out for some awesome sushi that night. Just phenomenal sushi. Like when I've had sushi before, I'm just like, it's okay. If you watch my older video where I tried sushi the first time, I'm just like, it's okay. And it was good enough for me to try again, but it wasn't spectacular. But this sushi in Fukuoka was really, really good. The next day, Sayaka's mom surprised us. We knew we were going to an onsen resort kind of place. They told us they were going to take us to it, but they just blew us away. I had no idea the place they were going to take us to. Turns out they drove us 2 hours to Oita Prefecture on the other side of Kyushu Island. And this place was a ryokan, which you've heard of ryokans. They are traditional Japanese-style hotels. They're very, very nice, and they are not exactly cheap, so it was very, very humbling that Sayaka's mom paid for us to stay in one, and we had some delicious dinner that night, and then the following morning we had an awesome, equally large breakfast, so you'll see in the pictures here. Okay, so obviously the only things I couldn't videotape in that were the onsens, because obviously, like I said in the other videos about onsen, you're naked, so can't film it. But that place had a rooftop onsen. That was really cool. So like I could look out over the city and like the ocean and the beach and everything, and be in the rock pool up on the roof. So the next morning after we had that huge breakfast you saw in the last couple pictures, they took us to this place that's known as the Hell Onsens. and that's because the water there is like super hot. Like we're talking like 85 degrees Celsius. Obviously you can't get into these onsens, but it's like a park you can tour through. And they had like a little petting zoo area too that was kind of nice. I don't really have any pictures from that though. But they had different things, and you can see statues of Oni, which are like Japanese demons, and like this place is like legendary to have like these demons like guarding it and stuff. So that's why you see those there. But it's called the Hell Onsen, so take a look. So afterward, we went back to Fukuoka, and we met up with Sayaka's dad again, and we all went out to have ramen, which Fukuoka is actually the birthplace of both ramen and green tea, so that's kind of interesting. It was different ramen than what I've had before, and ramen is amazing. Like you would be surprised at how good quality ramen can be for so cheap in Japan. But anyway, we went back to her parents' place, and we all went to sleep, and then the next day we got up and Sayaka's mom took us to the train station in Fukuoka. Sayaka went with us actually to Hiroshima, and that's where we parted ways because Sayaka was meeting up with some old friends that she hadn't seen in a long time, and of course we went on to go with our traveling and everything. So the first picture you'll see is us with Sayaka on the Shinkansen. And then afterwards, you'll see some of the stuff from the Hiroshima Peace Park, which is, of course, where the atomic bombs dropped. You'll see the water shrine that's outside of Hiroshima. You'll actually see that first. That's very, very cool. So check this out. So obviously the Hiroshima Peace Park stuff is something not to be taken lightly, and if you go, you should definitely check out all the memorials and read everything. They have them in several languages, including English, so you can pretty much see everything they have to say. It's very good. The last few things that I want to show you guys are just some random pictures, such as this picture of me with the deer trying to get my can of hot corn, me with this petrified horse, this cardboard cat person, and this neon blue park bench. Okay, so that should be the end of my picture sharing now that I have something to film on. So I will show you footage from Expo City, Osaka that we took a couple nights ago. So enjoy.
There's Pikachu. Guys, we're at what's called Expo City here in Osaka. Check this out. It's another Gundam cafe like we saw in Tokyo. They had a few of them there. That's pretty cool what they've got here. This is the Pokemon Expo Gym. Looks like there's a lot of stuff in there. Obviously Pokemon related. But this is amazing right here. Of course they have a much bigger Gundam statue in Odaiba, but this is two Gundams fighting, so that's really, really neat. And inside the cafe, you can see they have a pretty good size Gundam. So here's the main reason we came here to Expo City today. I know it seems strange, but we're going to this KFC buffet. And it's not just a normal KFC buffet. This one just opened a few months ago, and it's famous for being a fine dining buffet. Like, it's supposed to be really, really high quality stuff. Obviously, this is all fake, but it's a Japan thing to put plastic models of the food outside. So, anyway, we're gonna go in and enjoy ourselves some high quality KFC. So this is so crazy. We didn't realize this, but this place is like so busy and so like adored, I guess, that you have to have a reservation to eat here. So Liz she's right now putting in a reservation for 8 p.m. It is 1:35, so we're gonna have to go eat somewhere else and come back. We really want to do it though, so that's why we're gonna stick it out for that. But that's just crazy that you actually have to have a dinner reservation at a KFC.
and that's in like 6 hours, so I want to get lunch now.
This says a Chicago tradition since 1949. Garrett Popcorn Shop's handcrafted gourmet popcorn. Never even heard of it. So since we couldn't go to KFC yet, we went with this. It says hamburger sandwich and pancake. The best burger from Hawaii. It's in this really large food court with a lot of good options here, but it's extremely busy right now. So this is what the best burger from Hawaii in Japan looks like. Avocado burgers. Hey guys, to our Final Fantasy fans, Final Fantasy Dissidia in the arcade. So when we were in Japan before, we played a round of this arcade Mario Kart, obviously in Tokyo, not here. See, they have like 4 stations set up. You can play with the other people or by yourself or 2-on-2, whatever. Liz is gonna play a little round here for you guys. She went with Yoshi. That's cool, you can do this too. Remember everybody, this is a Mario Kart game that is its own game. This is Mario Kart Arcade. It's not like any of the ones on any of the systems. So it has some different characters, different items, and different tracks. Liz just picked a track I've never seen in a game before. Oh, Liz is in first place. And Liz is in the final turn of the last lap. She's still in first. And she won! So we're not going to the movies right now, but we're in a theater. If you look over here, they have robots that will talk to you and give you ticket information. And there's another one over there with a yellow lab coat on. There's a lot of people on the way right now, so you probably can't see it. We're just resting in a theater because the mall's crazy right now. But over there, there's ticket booths. They don't actually have a person that sells the tickets. There's like that in Malaysia too. And Singapore too, I think, wasn't it? You just bought the ticket at a machine?
No. Singapore, there was an actual person at the desk because you had to choose the specific seat.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that now, yeah. But in case you guys didn't know, they definitely are playing Star Wars here in Japan.
What was your first hint?
Not only are they playing Star Wars, but they have an entire dedicated Star Wars merchandise booth with figures and collectibles and stuff. And the prices of snacks here are pretty good. Like, it's pretty outrageous to go to the movies in Japan, I've heard. I've heard that, like, a lot of movies are, like, $18 a person. It's ridiculous. But the snacks are not bad at all. You can get, like, what is that? 2 cookies and a large drink for 500 yen, so, like, $4. They had a large potato wedges and large drink for 500 yen, so, like, $4.50. It's not too bad. Well, guys, we finally got our fine dining KFC here. It is truly magnificent. There's Liz's that she just got. I mean, it's a buffet, but it's all extremely high quality. You can see over there, I think it's all nice and neat. And they have that oven door right there that you can see. You can get your chicken out. Over there, there's like ice cream and all kind of different cakes and stuff. Well, I'm going to cut the video here and enjoy my food. Thanks for watching.